What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm here to show you how to do front pads and brake rotors on this 2007 GMC Sierra with the 5.3 liter V8 two-wheel drive. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so I can continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. Anyways, let's get started. The first thing you're going to get is a 19mm. Whatever you have available at home. Wrenches, ratchets, and sockets don't matter. As y'all know, I have the advantage of electric tools. So if that starts spinning the slide, you want to get a pair of vice grips, that's channel locks, something to hold that, and spin that the rest of the way out. Alright, once you get that out, get that off of there. You're going to want to flip your caliper up like that. Pull it out. Slides are nice and good. Everything's greased still good, so you got to worry about greasing that. Take your piston tool to reset your pistons to make room for the new pads. Now you can use a big pair of channel locks and put it on the back side of the caliper. Or C-clamp works fine too. C-clamp works better. But this little tool right here, you can buy this pretty much anywhere. Harbor Freight sells them. They're like 25 bucks. Alright, get that out of my way. Get that other pad out of there. Now the reason we're replacing these pads, even though they still have a lot of life on them, is they're squeaking real bad and they're glazed and the rotors are pulsating really bad. So when you do new rotors, I do not suggest using old pads because rotors and pads wear together. So you can still use the old pads if you want to, but I don't suggest it because it won't stop as efficiently. Next, you're going to take an 18mm to get this caliper bracket off, which I don't understand why they use the 19 on the caliper and an 18 on the bracket. Why not just use the same size? But it is what it is. Now those bolts are pretty tight, so you might want to get a long breaker bar if you don't have an electric gun like this. Once we get that bracket out of the way, we're going to take a Torx bit. Yeah. It's a T30.
Take it easy with these big ass wheels and tires.
Yeah, right?
They're not OEM.
No.
They can't stop at 20.
It's a lot heavier. Alright, that bolt's pretty tight, so hopefully we don't break my socket. There we go. Usually they're not that tight, but it's because I'm making a video. Everything wants to be more difficult. Now you're going to want to take your new rotor and old rotor and match them up. I already know they're right. I already did the other side, same size. So line your rotor up with the hole so you can bolt it back down. Now we're not going to put it back on with that, of course. Just screw in, start it by hand. Alright. We're going to put our caliper bracket back on. Grab your 18. Now, you just want to tighten those real good. If you're using a breaker bar or a torque wrench, if you have a torque wrench, put them at about 150. That's the same torque as the lug nuts. And that should be tight enough. Now you're going to take these old clips out because these are kind of roughed up, rusty. If you get a good set of quality pads, you'll get new clips with them too. I don't know why those are bent like that. Alright. Some new clips in. Bend them out a little bit. They just act like springs for the pads, but they don't need to be bent in that much. Straighten it out. Alright. Put your pads in. Give it a little whack. Alright. Now, I'm sorry I forgot to show you this, but one of these is wider. The wider one goes on the inside. It's got the warning indicator on it. Warning indicator always goes on the inside. But you can see where the pistons were riding on that. Slide your caliper back in. No need to grease that. It's got plenty of grease on it. Put that back down. Start your bolt by hand. Grab your 19. I'm using the reducer with a 3/8 because my 19 swivel's broke. My 1/2-inch swivel. Oops. Nice and tight. Check the top one. Alright, that's good. That's how we do it. Turn that back out and put your wheel back on. Torque it to 150. If you don't have a torque wrench, just tighten it real good. Anyways, hope this video has been informative. Please subscribe. Please check a like down below. And y'all have a good day. Peace out, YouTube.